Well, Naledi and Aldrin, I think would start with some breaking news that we had received this morning from the Judicial Service Commission, in that the JSC releasing a statement indicating that it will write to President Cyril Ramaphosa for the suspension of Judge Chifuwa Maumela and another judge as well. This relating to what we understand by that statement is some of the reserved judgments that were not delivered. Just to show you here a bit, it says that relating to failure to deliver numerous reserved judgments. So this matter, Naledi and Aldrin, has nothing to do with the Senzo Meyiwa trial. But one of the recommendations, or in fact, one of the issues there, is that the JSC does indicate that the judges themselves should be allowed to conclude or finalize these matters during the suspension period. So that's what we're getting from the Judicial Service Commission this morning in terms of a statement, in that it says following some complaints, it will then look at that and write to the President to have Judge Chifuwa Maumela suspended. But of course we don't know if at all that will have any bearing on the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, which you will know does resume next week. But here this morning, of course, before the decision on the bail application of accused 2 in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, you will see there Bongani Ntanzi has already arrived here at the Pretoria High Court. He is in conversation with his legal representative. You'd recall that he had applied for bail in October of last year, and he's only yet to hear the decision this morning. You would recall during that bail application, Ntanzi had maintained that he had been beaten up by police when he had been arrested in June of 2020. He had been working at the mines, you would recall, at that time. And essentially, the state also pointing to in its argument, saying that Ntanzi would be a flight risk on the basis that he does not stay within the jurisdiction area of where the matter itself is being heard. So we will get a decision this morning. The presiding judge will deliver judgment on whether Ntanzi will get bail or not. But of course, this is also coming at a time when this matter is due to begin in the High Court here in Pretoria next week. On the 2nd of May, we will certainly hear whether a new witness will take the stand. Remember, the last time this matter was postponed was due to accused number 1, as well as Bongani Ntanzi, who was accused number 2, getting new legal representation. So they needed then to familiarize themselves with the case before we return on the 2nd of May. Whether a new witness will take the stand certainly remains to be seen. You'll also recall that Bongani Ntanzi, here behind me at the time that Senzo Meyiwa's friend Tumelo Madlala had taken the stand or in the witness box, he had pointed to Bongani Ntanzi as one of the men that was inside the house on the day that Senzo Meyiwa was killed. So what bearing that will certainly have on the matter, we'll certainly hear whether the presiding judge feels that Ntanzi should be granted a bail or not. But a notable figure inside the courtroom here this morning, you recall, Advocate Malisela Tifo, who had previously been legal representation in this particular matter. I know I spoke to him a bit earlier on, and he did say to me that he does not want to speak, but I'm going to try my luck again this morning. I'm always lucky, I think, with Advocate Malisela Tifo. Maybe this morning as well. Advocate Tifo, good morning. What are you doing here this morning? I know you don't want to talk, but what are you doing here?
No, I came here to support the guys. Yeah, it's a judgment today for that, for the bail application.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the reason I'm here.
Yeah. So what is your interest in the matter?
No comment about my interest. Yeah.
Do you want to comment at all on, I know you've had quite a number of run-ins with Judge Chifuwa Maumela, and now the JSC basically saying that, you know, it wants him suspended due to reserved judgments that were not finalized. You've didn't quite well brush shoulders with Judge Maumela. Any comment on that?
It's a news to me. So what I also told Linda, I said, it's a news. I never heard about that. I just hear today. Yeah, and then if it's like that, it's just an unfortunate situation. Yeah, otherwise, it's a decision of JSC. There is nothing I can do. Whether I comment or not is beyond my capacity or my control. Yeah, mine is just say, it's a news.
Yeah.
That's all that I can say.
All right.
And I wouldn't wish that. And the perception that I'm fighting Judge Momela is wrong. That one I can comment to correct you. I'm not fight. I never fought.
But you did disagree inside the courtroom on certain matters, including procedure, as well as certain behaviors that you referred to. You did, the relationship was not as smooth as you're making it out to be, Ntatemali said.
The court is robust by nature.
Yes.
Especially criminal case.
Yes.
It's very robust. You see, there is no need, there is no love-tavi situation. You see, and when you don't agree with the judge with a certain thing, it's not that you are fighting. No. It's the nature of robustness of the criminal court or trial. That's how it is. So you are a lay person. You see it as a fight. And I'm not personal.
No, I didn't say it was a fight. You didn't have kind words towards him. You were very angry when you left here the last time in this particular matter. And you felt there was a certain level of unfairness on the part of the judge. I'm certainly not making that up.
Remember, I said what I said when I left, isn't it?
All right.
It's known.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're here to observe today? All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I'm the person on the gallery.
Oh, you're in the gallery today. All right. Thank you very much for your time. Quite a notable interest in this matter here today. I thought we'd just point out to that. But of course, in the next few moments, we are expecting the presiding judge to get underway in this matter. If my colleague can point towards that direction, Bongani Ntanzi, the accused number 2 in this matter, will hear whether he will be granted bail. And of course, you would recall that the matter, as I indicated, the trial itself will resume on the 2nd.